Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, baby. I had to take a brief moment. Okay, but now I'm back. Hold on. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I should have fixed my hair while I was gone. You see? But listen, you ain't gonna be able to do that all the time. Mm, mm. I say you ain't gonna be able to do that all the time. So it is what it is. Shout out to that. I need to get my seating right. Yeah. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Ugh. Oh, tell ya. Hey, come baby, baby, come. Say you gotta give me loving and you gotta give me some. I said, come baby, baby, come. Oh my goodness. Shit. You see? Right, I need my shit to be working. There it is. There it is. I said, you think it's a game? Oh, there it is, yeah. Oh, there it is, yeah. Oh, there it is, yeah. Uh, 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 uh. Ooh, 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 cause you got a chick, it, uh, uh, ooh. CJ, what you talk about, CJ? Don't come up in here to talk about people that you know. You see? That ain't what this is about, okay? So shout out to that. Don't come up in here talking about your mama, sister, cousin, baby mama, your wifey, or none of that. You see? Cause this ain't that. That ain't what we talking about. So shout out to that. Let me tell you what we talking about. All right? All right? Before you give it up. I don't care nothing about it. Just don't give it up. Okay? All right? So, what? Say what? Your mama. Okay? Your mama. Now, anyway. Mm, mm. Um, I said, take the what and lead the what? Child, Nikki. Come on, Nikki. That's my girl, you see. Listen, Nikki continues to drop the industry's tea. Well, okay. Well, shout out to that and shout out to you. And what you want me to do about it? You see? Because if you support me, then you support me. If you rock with me, then you rock with me. Like, I ain't gotta, what? Take the what and leave the what? You said what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You see? That still ain't gonna be a reason for you to be disrespectful. It just ain't gonna be no reason for you to be disrespectful. Y'all just be trolling. Y'all be bored. I see that now. Y'all be bored. Y'all like the troll. I like the troll too, though. I definitely do. You see? I said I definitely do. So, anyway, though, let's continue. Okay. So, shout out to that. Moving on. Yeah, because I got to go. I said I just got to go. We are gonna get into Nicki Minaj spilling the industry tea. But before we get to that, let's talk Clarissa Shields. Child, Clarissa Shields. She want a piece of Layla Ali. What y'all think? Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Who y'all want? Yeah, I mean, listen. At this point, I feel sorry for Clarissa Shields. I do. Um, Mainly for the simple fact that I feel like throughout her career, right, she's never been able to fight no big names. Okay. Um, no big names. None, not one. She always the biggest name in the ring, and sadly, I think, that like she might get up out of here like that. You see, it just is what it is. Yeah, like, and I think that's why she be wanting to fight Ali, you know what I'm saying, so bad. One of the reasons why she be wanting to fight Layla Ali, because it's like, I feel like she want a big name fight, okay? But the question is, should that be happening right now? Honestly, I think if it was gonna happen, it should have been and happened already. You know? Uh, like for instance, I wanna say, you know, right when Ali was leaving, Shields was coming about. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if it was gonna happen, it should have been and happened. If that makes sense. I just don't have Layla Ali whooping this girl. It just is what it is. I mean, whooping her? Yeah. I just don't. So then, like, at that point, what like, is it must be the money? You see, like Deion Sanders said. So anyway, but she got into it with Tasiki. Tasiki, I believe that's how you say her name. Krishan Rock's sister. Okay. For basically speaking on her in this fight. Tasiki was basically, the first thing she said was she'll jump Clarissa Shields. That's what she said she'll do with Layla Ali. And then the second thing she said she wanted to do is she said she wanna walk Shields out, child. To the ring. And she said she wanna walk Layla Ali out. And she said, shut up, bitch. I said, cut it out, Clarissa. She got mad. Clarissa said, shut up. Mm, mm. And told her she'll knock both of them out. I said, oh Lord. I said, I'm here for it though. Tasiki been trolling Shields. It just is what it is. And I'm here for it, child. Yeah. Shout out to that. Cause Clarissa like the troll too. Sometimes it just is what it is. She definitely like the troll, especially Remy Ma. Now, what's that's about? I do not know. What that's about? I do not know. Because this is the thing, Clarissa. One thing Clarissa got to understand is something was to really happen to her. I mean, really, really happen to her. I mean, how many people she think gonna really feel bad? Yeah, prosecutor included. Like, you see, I'm just saying, like, what we doing with it, Clarissa? For real, for real. I said Clarissa needs some. She just, I don't know. She needs some time off. Shit. So shout out to that. Cause like I was telling y'all just recently, I don't see no male boxers acting like Clarissa be acting, you know? And so she might want to check herself when y'all remember she had called Remy Ma emotional, you know, kind of saying like she's a female and she's emotional. I'm like, okay, you too, Clarissa. You know what I'm saying? You see how that work? You see how they go together like peanut butter and jelly? Mm. Yes, ma'am, Miss Preston Girl. Come to find out, you emotional too. Yeah. So shout out to that. You see, you just as emotional. Try running around here trying to get out these expedition fights or whatnot. But anyway, Clarissa gets the bag. It is what it is. She secures the bag, child, and she is ready for Layla. It just is what it is. She ready for Layla Ali. Will Layla Ali respond? I don't think so. I'm not sure. You see, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And I will say this too. Another thing. I think if she do respond, she not gonna respond right away. She gonna let Clarissa the Turkish people and everybody else sweat, you see? Yeah. It just is what it is. She won't be responding no time soon. That's how I feel about it. Which is gonna irritate Clarissa. At the end of the day, it's gonna irritate her. Period. It just irritates her brand. I feel like that. What's it call it? That Layla Ali be paying her dust. Is she gonna pay her dust? Or is she gonna dust out these boxing gloves? Okay, it just is what it is. That's the question. All right, to be or not to be. You see, that's gonna be the motherfucking question. So shout out to that. Now, Shields versus Layla. Shields versus Layla. Now, why I didn't put down Shields versus Clarissa on this paper? I'm just like, oh, well, that's just probably what it is. You know, maybe that was just God's way of showing me that's what that's gonna be. You see? Like maybe Clarissa gonna be all in this by herself, you know? Cause I don't know. I really don't have Layla Ali messing with her legacy behind this. You know, it just is what it is. Like I said, if it was something that she was wanted, she should have tried. Well, I know she tried in the beginning, so that's, you know, but I just feel like it should have happened, okay, in the beginning. But I will say this though. I will say this. I feel like in the beginning Clarissa didn't have no money. You know, she didn't have the money to make it happen. So shout out to her. You see, shout out to her for getting it. Getting it. Okay. Like the song said, like Too Short said, you should be getting while the getting is good. Getting while you can, you should be getting it. Shout out to Clarissa. She getting it now. Clarissa, she getting to the money. Mm. Clarissa, she getting to the bag. Uh which I take it a step further. I don't think Layla Ali thought Clarissa was gonna come with this money. I don't think she did. So again, shout out to her for getting to it. Okay. Anyway, and then after that, I wonder if I put Diddy. Did I hashtag Diddy in this show? I sure hope so. Because the prosecutor, y'all, um listen, she sent out an email, okay, allegedly, to her coworkers, and it leaked. All right, allegedly, this email that leaked, y'all. And she really didn't say too much or nothing besides she was blindsided. Okay, it is what it is. She was blindsided. She did not see this coming. Um, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. It's almost like, for real, like, who wanted this woman fired? Because a lot of people keep saying Trump, but they also saying it ain't got nothing to do with Diddy though. Trump got his own issues allegedly with this 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 lady, okay, prosecutor Comey and her family. I don't know how true that is. All I know is she didn't got fired, okay, since basically losing the RICO during the Diddy trial. But listen, she sent the email to her peers, and the email allegedly got leaked. And the only thing that the email really basically said, I'm summarizing, is, she got blindsided. She didn't see her about to get fired happening. She didn't see it coming. And she was just basically telling them that it's probably a good thing that she didn't, because she didn't want to be walking around in fear. And she was telling them basically, be fearless, just live your life fearlessly, okay? In her letter. So that's that. Everybody real tight-lipped. It is what it is. We're gonna have to wait on some new leaks. It is what it is. Shout out to that. For real. I feel like that's the only way we're going to get some information. And I take it a step further. I was like, who leaked this? Shout out to Mariah Moretti, because he was basically saying that maybe somebody from her team, because he was saying he was in a courtroom, and he was saying that, like, once the verdict came out, he said them women started, like, mean mugging each other. I mean, it just is what it is. The what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. But the bond, whatever they had, you see, it was over. Over. He said, like, yeah. You can tell, like, the atmosphere changed with, the prosecution on the bench of the prosecution. Once the verdict came down, I said, okay, go on, tell it like it is then. That's what he said he observed in the courtroom. So it's crazy, y'all. But word on the curb is this lady's email leaked, okay? And she was basically saying she was blindsided. She never seen getting fired coming. Okay, she never saw it coming. Like somebody that be running for the bus. Never saw it coming. And again, it's sad. She's been with this branch, whatever, however you said. This particular whatever. She been with them for 10 years, okay? So sadly, her job has come to an end. I think she'll be okay though. It is what it is. Like those type of jobs, I would say you lose them, but you really don't. You just county hop. It is what it is. So anyway, federal prosecutor, federal prosecutor Comey, okay, lost her job, and her resignation letter. Okay, she allegedly said like she was blindsided, never saw it coming. So it is what it is. I'm like, okay, welcome to the real world. Prosecutor call me. It happens. I mean, you know. Mm, sadly, it happens. Most people don't know they're about to be fired. So anyway, after that, child, word on the curb is DJ Academics has allegedly, seemingly, tryingly, okay, then confirmed that Cardi B, okay, just might be pregnant for real. Y'all know I told y'all I don't know. Y'all know I told y'all I don't know. I told y'all I think she is. It is what it is. Off the rip, I let y'all know off the rip, that lady look pregnant. You see? But I also was like, I don't know. You know, I'm like, I don't know. It could be a stunt. You know what I'm saying? Because Cardi B is like, I got a heartburn. Cardi B is like queen of marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like that girl can market. She can sell some stuff to you now. Um, and like with that being said, I didn't know if it was a stunt or not. It just is what it is. Getting into it with Offset and getting pregnant, being pregnant. You know what I'm saying? It's like the number one things, you know, that Cardi B be doing. As far as like, you know, just getting some buzz around her name. You know what I'm saying? But see, one thing I'm starting to realize is too, marketing ain't nothing but trending. These people just want to trend. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. You know, seriously, what they trending for. They just want to trend. So anyway, Cardi B is trending though, and she been trending, right? Because people think she's pregnant. And I take it a step further. This rumor kind of seems to not be going nowhere. You know, almost like this little stomach. You know, like it is what it is. This stomach. You know what I'm saying? Mm, mm. Uh, seems to be not going nowhere. Because again, this rumor is like old almost. You know, it's getting old, I would say. Like I know, hell, we in July. They was probably saying it in June. You know, it's growing, if that makes sense. So like, yeah. But who knows? Like I said, it could be a stunt. It could be marketing. It could be just messing with Offset. Um, who knows, you know, but I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. I kinda think she is. Okay. I think she's pregnant. I've been thinking that just because she looks it. Um, but then, you know, a part of me is like, but again, maybe it's just marketing, you know, trolling, whatever, right? So I'm like, listen, time gonna tell us. Time will reveal everything. That's one thing about all of that. You see, eventually, you know what I'm saying? These people be hiding these babies, and then when the baby comes, they don't want to hide no more. You know, why don't y'all take it a day further and just pop out with a 5-year-old? I mean, it just is what it is. You didn't did it. I mean, shit. Go on, keep going. But anyway, I don't know. I really don't know, y'all, but I do think she's pregnant. But word on the curb is DJ Academics. He said, you know what I'm saying? He said that, you know, um, he heard. You know what I'm saying? He heard. And this is the thing. Y'all know he been talking to Offset. It just is what it is. If you let DJ Academics tell it, he talked to both of them. He said he definitely heard the Cardi B is pregnant by Stefan. See, that's the thing. I told you. I said, well, maybe she pregnant by Offset. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she pregnant by Offset, and maybe all of this stuff with Stefan is PR. I wanted to believe that. It just is what it is. I wanted to believe that child. Because Stefan, he be doing too much. It is what it is. Like I understand, right? It's one thing to be like, because when you meet people, you be like, are you seeing somebody? Yeah, I am. I'm seeing somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people. And then, y'all go from there with it. You know what I'm saying? But Stefan, he seemed to be seeing a lot of somebodies. You see? A lot of somebodies. And I'll take it a step further. He seems to be like having a hard time letting them go. So it's almost like they're dating, but they're not boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? They're not committed, which sounds crazy as hell coming out my mouth for real, off the real, because how the hell is you gonna commit to a married woman? You know? So what I'm thinking is fake, right? May not be for real. Maybe they just dating. You know what I'm saying? I think they just dating. I do not think they are exclusively dating. I don't. I don't know what they talked about. You see. But I know he seemingly still texting bitches. You see, it just is what it is. Mm. Just like Black China said, he still texting bitches. Okay. And it's like, so take the what and leave the what. Like, is this shit real? Yes or no? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then I take it a step further. Offset, I feel like Offset knows the blogs. Offset knows the media. I feel like Offset be playing games too. Like how we keep hearing, oh my God, it's a woman named Christy. I'm just, just giving an example. It's a woman named Christy that used to mess with Stefan Diggs who's pregnant. Like all of these pregnancy rumors, you see? Because I just read somewhere recently that he got 4 kids on the way. They went from saying 2 women is pregnant to 3 women pregnant, one of them with twins. I'm like, Lord. Is this what you wanted me to do? Because I can't keep up. You see, I ain't going to be able to keep up with all the rumors of this man having kids. And like, that's the thing too. I don't know how true that is. Like, nobody knows how true it is. Nobody knows if somebody is trolling or not. You know what I'm saying? And Cardi B was just online recently saying that like somebody is plotting on her downfall. And like, just really, really, really don't want to see her happy. And I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta know. We gotta know, and we gotta look at things, from both sides of the coin. I don't know. I'm wondering if Stefan Diggs really got kids on the way, or is somebody lying to the blogs. And the blogs just eating it up. Like just eating it up without no type of evidence. I also started wondering too, though, is one of those babies on the way Cardi B's? Um, she it very well could be though. It very well could be. Um, I will say this though, like I said, I do think that um not just Offset either though. Not just Offset. I feel like I just can't put that on him only. Not just Offset. I feel like period, the public, people, okay? They didn't learn the blogs. It is what it is. So at this point, I feel like they messing with Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? messing with her head too. They probably messing with her head. It is what it is. Now Stefan probably giving them things to mess with, but I feel like they messing with her head. Okay, like for instance, this is a prime example. The girl who recently posted something and then she took it right back down. Like, what is that about? What was that about? Did somebody pay her? Maybe somebody paid her. Hey, I'll pay you to post whatever you got in your phone. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I can honestly say I think something fishy is going on with all these Stefan Diggs stories, I would say. Because I don't just believe everything I hear and everything I read. I don't. I don't believe that. And I take it a step further. You know. I'm also smart enough to question, like, how in the hell this man went from never being on the blogs to now all his business is in the streets. You know, I just, you know, when you're dealing with this type of stuff, you're going to have to be able to put two and two together. You cannot strictly and solely lean on all the information that's being fed to you. You can't do that, okay? That's going to be very, very, very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. My common sense tells me that, like, somebody is manipulating the news, you know. And I'm not saying that he ain't got no kids on the way. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is we need more proof. Mm, mm. Shout out to that. We just gonna need some more proof. But he probably do got one on the way by Cardi B, and that's probably why all of this drama is taking place. You know, it just is what it is. Now the stinky BBL rumor about Cardi B that her butt, you know what I'm saying, allegedly stink from whatever surgery she had done. Now let me just say this out the real. Cardi B denies that. Okay, she says it's absolute fucking mess of a story, right? And like I honestly I want to believe her because I'm like it's Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? One, like Cardi B should have enough money to fix that. If that was really a thing, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that in my heart of my hearts. That's one. Two, ain't nobody stinking always twerking. I don't believe that either. You know, um, but I also wonder if like if who got that rumor started. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Who got that rumor started? You know, um. For real, because it did grow. It got legs and ran. People started running with that. So that would be interesting. And then, you know, last but not least, y'all remember all them blind items that used to come through about Cardi B? Mm-hmm. That that um that is slowed down now. And now it makes me feel like it was somebody. You know what I'm saying? Some people thought it was Offset. I don't know. Y'all know that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? But I will say off the rip, it does look a little fishy. You see, now that ain't nobody talking about that no more. No more blind items. I don't know who need to hear this, but like I can't explain it, but this like okay. Let me just put it like this. If let's say that I'm Offset, right? And I'm doing blind items, you know what I'm saying? While I'm with Cardi B. And now we not together no more. I'm not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I would still do them. So it wouldn't be so obvious, you know what I'm saying, that it was me. Like, that's just how I think. You know what I'm saying? Child, I ain't giving nobody no tips. You see, it just is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's just how I think though. So, yeah. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows if the blind items was offset, but I will say this. They didn't stop. So, you know, I think that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But while we touching on the blind items, though, I do um believe that they was butter, because a lot of them was like real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them was found to be freaking real. So it is what it is. But is Cardi B pregnant? Y'all drop in my comments and let me know. Do y'all think it's a baby in there? I don't know. I don't know. But I will say, like, kind of sad. Kind of sad, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it makes me kind of sad for Cardi, because I don't see a future with her and Stefan. At least not. I just don't see it happening like it did with her and Offset. So that's it. Um, but I already told y'all, you know what I'm saying? Most people first baby daddy be trash. You know what I'm saying? So a part of me feels like she do for one trash baby daddy. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she don't have to. You know, she could have went her whole life without one, but you know, I guess I would say um we all get one. Okay. So shout out to that. We all just get one. You see, and then you're supposed to learn from it. It is what it is. Then after that, you're supposed to learn from it. Well, see, Cardi B did good. You know what I'm saying? She picked the good one the first go round. I said it's a great dad, excellent father, right? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even saying that Stefan ain't gonna be a good dad. That ain't even saying that he a trash baby daddy. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all, I hate to say it, but you're entitled. You can get one. You see, you get one in life, okay? Then after that, people start looking at you sideways. It just is what it is. Yeah. So shout out to that. Word on the curve that DJ Academics might have, you see, confirmed. It is what it is. He kind of seemingly confirmed that he heard Stephon Diggs got quite a bit pregnant. So anyway, thanks for the clarity, academics. So anyway, I mean, thanks for clarifying though, cause like we all know it is what it is. We just sitting here trying to figure out, like, when they're gonna tell us, or is it really not? It is what it is. It's always so mind effing too. It's such a mind effing situation when you think somebody is pregnant, right? Because then you got all these people who no, she's not. She's just bloated. She just had a baby. Like, y'all leave women's body alone. Child, if you ask me, that lady is pregnant. Okay. Which I think it's kind of embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. You just never know. But I would say from outside looking in, it's embarrassing. You don't even barely know him and you already pregnant. You don't even barely know him and you married. You a married woman with another man's baby. Allegedly. seemingly, assumingly. Yeah, that might be a new word. But you know, so it is. It's a bit embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it all the way real, keeping it all the way real. Um, and come on now, we all know how we got here. Offset told us that out the rip, Offset told us you was messing around when you was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You was messing around when you was pregnant. And did. Cardi B said, and did. You know what I'm saying? Which led me to believe you was doing a dude pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you had the baby, you possibly kept doing the dude, and now here we are. You see, it just is what it is. Because like off the rip, the doctors tell you it's so easy to get pregnant. Easy, easy, easy. You gon' got to, got to be careful. You see, when you first have a baby, it just is what it is. You have to be so careful. Why do you think there's so many back-to-back children? Yeah, that's why. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, because it's so easy to get pregnant, and most people do it accidentally. You know, uh, some people plan it though. You have a lot of people who seriously plan it. They be like, right back. You know what I'm saying? Right back. Um, but a lot of people slip up and have another baby right after they just had one, okay? And that's because, like, I don't know if people think, like, the doctor tell you, like, the doctor tells you after rib, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be way, way, way more easier than it was this last time. You see? If you go back to you know, um unprotected, hanky panky. You know, this is what it is. So child, in my mind, right, in my mind, uh they probably dibbled and dabbled, you know, not too much, because it's weird. It was weird. Not too much, not too often when she was pregnant, right? And so, but when the baby came, they got excited, couldn't wait to really, really explore one another's body without no bump involved, you see. And I feel like they just one thing led to another, and a funky good time might have very irresponsible on both of their behalves. It just is what it is on both of their behalves. Uh, Cardi B shouldn't want no damn baby. You see, with somebody that she barely knows, she shouldn't. This is what it is. She shouldn't. Um, and likewise, him too. He should have never been so reckless. You know what I'm saying? Till Kim told him, like, "Hope, man, listen, don't you see, be stingy with that there." Um, yeah, like extremely, extremely, extremely irresponsible, you know, on both of their behalves. But again, it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. And I'll take it a step further. It's so easy to do. You know what I'm saying? It is so easy to do. But like in my mind, that's how it happened. You know? In my mind, that's how it happened. Started playing around, not too much. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, but playing around pregnant. And then after the baby, shit got real. You know what I'm saying? Shit got real. They was having a little bit too much fun and, slipped up. I feel like they slipped, might have, okay, seemingly, allegedly slipped up, child, and made a baby. You know what I'm saying? Made a baby. Just way too soon. I mean, I don't care what nobody say. It's crazy, right? That's crazy. They don't even know each other. Haven't even had an opportunity to know each other like that, learn each other like that. You know. But I will say this though: if anybody, if if we get some real tea regarding Cardi B and her pregnancy, you see, would assume that it came from Offset. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong though, because right now I feel like Offset is just like anybody else. He don't know that much. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. He do not know that much. I take it a step further. Cardi B might be telling Culture, you better not tell your daddy nothing. You see, um, you better not tell your daddy nothing about this. And then I take it a step further. Who knows Culture? Might not even know that it's a new sheriff in town on the cool. Mm. Cardi probably ain't even told her yet. For real, for real. Like she probably don't even know yet. So, yeah, it just makes it easier to hide from Offset. You see, um, but I don't think Cardi is hiding it from Offset. Like, like hiding it. You know what I'm saying? On some, I don't want you to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause of hurt or whatever. I think it's more like, I don't even think it's like embarrassing or hurt or nothing like that. I think it's more like, I just don't want you to go tell everybody. It is what it is. I don't want you to go run and tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, which I feel like I said would do. It is what it is. I feel like he would. Cause at the end of the day, I feel like he probably one is shocked. Shocked. I mean shocked. You see, I know that man is shocked. I just said that just recently. Like like, do you know how shocking it gotta be for Offset if Cardi B is pregnant for real by another man? Like that is wild. Like that is a huge turn of events. Cause not to mention most people be thinking like how Future said, I'm gonna get my back. You know what I'm saying? Off the rip, he probably felt like him and Cardi B was gonna work things out. At the end of the day, for real. He probably thought that him and his wife would get back together. Uh, you know, so to find out that she's pregnant would mean that he would have to deal with the fact that this is really over with. This is really done. And I don't think he was there yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was there yet. I mean, let's keep it real. That man ain't had enough time. Neither one of them. They both should be somewhere healing. I ain't saying they gotta be by themselves, but they definitely should be somewhere healing. They doing too much too fast. It is what it is. Too fast. Like Cardi B said, cool down. Too hot. You see? Mhm, mhm. Off the rip. Both of them moved on too fast, but she really did. You know what I'm saying? She really did, because she started being public with somebody. Yes, Outside allegedly had somebody, but Lord, he never bring this lady out. We do not see them like that. Outside, you could tell, is really somewhere trying to heal for real. Um, you know, and I believe Cardi B is too. I just believe like she ultimately might have just moved too fast with Stefan. It is what it is. I told y'all that. I told y'all that after rip. To me, Cardi B should be behind doors, behind the scenes. Should nobody know what she doing, what she got going on. People just be wanting to be claimed and seen, and you know, but to me, you do all of that behind the scenes. You know, to me, you make it official behind the scenes before the news ever hits us. Um, you know, so it's not just this constant. Oh, okay, she got somebody new. She got somebody new. She got somebody new vibe, you know, because it ain't nobody business. It's no different than oh, this is a good one right here. Oh, this is a good example right here. It's no different than Summer Walker and Lil Meech. Summer Walker wouldn't have never got embarrassed by Lil Meech had she wouldn't have never even told nobody she was messing with him from the jump. Like that shouldn't have never happened. You see? And like that's what I be trying to tell the girls. If he's not your man, then why claim him? Like, why claim him? Why walk around with him? Why let everybody know that you dealing with him? No, that's not the way to do it. Like Future said, no boo, no boo, no boo. You see? Yeah, y'all better take some uh get some date shit. Baby, y'all better start getting some tips from whoever y'all need to get some tips from. You see, like they say, two tips. Let me tell you something. Because, like, one thing that I said, okay, you see, I kind of like that. I like that about Diddy was Diddy would take the girls to the restaurants. Hold on. Diddy would take the girls to the hotels with the restaurants hooked up to it. You see? Yeah. Uh-huh. Nobu included. Yeah. Shout out to that. But yeah, if it wasn't hooked up to the hotel, then they wasn't going. You see? I said, okay. Okay. You know, it is what it is. I was taking notes. Learn a thing or two. Y'all can learn something from y'all peers. And to me, y'all should be learning something, especially women. I'm talking to the women, you know. Uh, Now again, Summer Walker and Meech, right? That was, I mean, they act like they was boyfriend and girlfriend, but child, that wasn't no boyfriend and girlfriend. They was just messing around. You see, she should have never let us know that. It is what it is. She should have kept little Meech behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Her putting the fact out that she messed with Lil Meech did nothing for her career. Absolutely nothing. In fact, it did more for him. You know what I'm saying? More for him. If you ask me, Lil Meech wanted everybody to know he was messing with Summer Walker. Um, you know, I think that was his first little. Well, I wouldn't say his first. But you know, it was like his, you know, like maybe she was like a little celebrity crush or something like that for him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe somebody told him, do it for clout too, you know, because that happens too. Just like women use men for clout, men can use women too. And if you ask me, that's what Lil Meech did with Summer Walker. He used stuff for clout, That's what it seemed like. Because he didn't, excuse me, that's what it seemed like because he didn't seem serious about her at all. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like I'm I'm gonna pop out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop out with her. And Summer saw happy to pop out. You see, she just ain't reading between the lines. Like, no, I don't want to pop out with you. You know what I'm saying? hmm I don't want to pop out with you until we've been in, till you've been popping in. Yeah, you see, and out of me. At least for 3 years, 2 years. Give me a whole year, a year and a half. Like, y'all be going public with people too soon. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, it is what it is. Like I don't, and then I take it a step further. I don't mind pop out. If that's what you, if that's what you feel like you want to do, and you just got to let everybody know. Then pop out. Pop out. Please. Pop out. But don't keep, you know what I'm saying? I don't recommend nobody, like, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Um, mm, okay, for instance, like Megan and Clay. Megan and Clay, this is a good example. Megan and Clay. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? Um, you Megan Thee Stallion, that's Clay Thompson, forget it. You know what I'm saying? I want it, I want y'all to know. You see, evidently she wanted everybody to know. Um, which, okay, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's too soon. I think it's not our business, right? And I think, like, no, I think she made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll be telling. That's a prime example of what I'm telling y'all. I don't think Megan should let us know she messing with Clay Thompson until she know that like they for real. Real deal Holyfield. Um, like we've been dating for a year. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. We a little bit more solidified. You know what I'm saying? He know me. I know him. We've been here, there, everywhere. You see, y'all just didn't know. But like we're a little bit more serious now. You know what I'm saying? So now I think it's time for y'all to know. It is what it is. But like that's not how she did it, right? That's how I recommend it, right? But that's not how she did it. She went ahead and popped out. She couldn't wait. Her, the team, whatever, whoever couldn't wait, right? They had to let us know that she messing and talking to Clay. So now I feel like cool. You did that, right? But like now just go back to how things were. Everybody know you mess with Clay. Cute, cool, cute. That's a good look for you. Child, don't mess this up. That's what we all saying at the end of the day. But like, keep it private. Keep it private now. Don't keep popping out. Clay, Megan and Clay. Matter of fact, what somebody called him? Claygan. Oh, that was so cute. Oh my God, Claygan. I love it. I absolutely love it. It got the cutest ring to it. But no, seriously though, like keep y'all business out the streets. It's better that way. You know what I'm saying? Get to know each other. Get to love on each other. Do not allow inside. But that's just how I feel about it. Y'all know um, I feel like public opinions can kill relationships. I mean, it just is what it is. That's how I feel about it. Y'all know I talk about the reality show Cursed, which I do. It's not a lot of couples that survive reality TV. I told y'all that. It's not that many. Tion Tiny did. Todd and Candy did. Then after that, who else? But anyway, I think it's really cute. I do. I think it's cute, right? When it's fake. And when I say fake, I mean like, hold on. Speaking of which, I don't know how funny Mike and his baby mama, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's that teenage love they got. You know what I'm saying? Keeping them together, holding them down, keeping them bonded. Okay. So shout out to Funny Mike and Jalea for keeping their families together. I love. Um, damn, but what was I telling y'all? Oh yeah. Like Ray Janae and Armand, they was so cute to me. So cute to me. But I really feel like YouTube killed their relationship. You know what I'm saying? In my hearts of our hearts. Well, let me just say this. I take that back. I take that back. I wish they would have kept their stuff offline because I do feel like YouTube and people's opinions hurt their relationship. I do. Um, but if I'm keeping it all the way real, which I know I got to, I also believe that Armand, um, I listened to what Ray Janae said about him, right? And I feel like, um, I just feel like he did like I was feel like he was doing it for the cam. Almost. It is what it is. Like she said, he love bombed her. You know. And so what I got from that is he just was one way on camera, but then he wasn't like that when the camera went off. You know what I'm saying? So it was more like, um, so it's like on camera, it's like I love you so much. I'm ready to move in together. You know what I'm saying? But off camera, it's like ain't nobody talking about moving in together for real. Um, in other words, I think that he was more about views than real life. And I think Ray Janae wanted to do things real life and not just for views, if that makes sense. See, that's why I said I think it's cute when it's fake, when the relationship is fake. Uh Almost like India Love and DDG. Prime example right there. I'm not saying that relationship is fake, but what I am saying is a lot of people do say it is fake. You know what I'm saying? And if it is, I think it will do better and it can survive the internet. You know what I'm saying? Versus a real relationship. If that makes sense. It just is what it is. But I get it. Because I see it all the time. Sometimes you want to, I don't know how to put it. Like, if you see a blog, right, of a couple, And you're like, oh my God, that was so cute. You know what I'm saying? That was so cute. And it's like, I want to show cute parts of my relationship too, you know, but then it's like, ugh, you know, I don't recommend it like that. I recommend privacy. You know what I'm saying? Privacy and peace over the public. Okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. That. That's how I feel, okay? And long story short, I feel like Cardi B and Stefan Diggs, they just went too, I think they got too serious too soon. Too serious too dang on soon. Um, for real, for real. But the only good thing that I can say about Cardi B and Stefan Diggs is though, I do feel like they're friends. You know, I do. I think they're friends. And which is I think that is uh um a damn good thing. You know what I'm saying? For new relationships, fresh relationships, healthy relationships. I can't explain it. But I feel like if you could be your spouse's friend before their lover, then you kinda ahead of the game a little bit, if that makes sense. Because your friend views you differently than your lover, right? Your friend loves you for you. Not saying that your lover don't either, but I mean, you know, when it comes to your lover, you just way more picky. You know, there might be way more like requirements. You know what I'm saying, that a person has to meet to date you. Vice versus just being your friend. You just really know a person. You get to really know a person. And to me, spouses that really take the time to know each other, they just it's just I feel like a better and healthier relationship, if that makes sense. So I will say this. When it comes to Stefan Diggs and Cardi B, I think that they do. I think they have a friendship off the rip. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that, you know, uh, that could be why all hell ain't breaking loose when this story about this girl come out or that story about that girl come out, because I feel like they talked. They know each other. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely feel like they in the dating stage and phase right now. And I keep it real. I know he made a video saying something one day, like, you know, almost like insinuating that he faithful to Cardi, but like I don't believe that, and I don't think that that's like their agreement. You know, if you will. If it is, then he just, I don't know what to say. I was gonna say he just ain't that smart. You know what I'm saying? Cause like he keep getting caught up, but then that kind of, you know, uh, that's kind of hypocritical. Hypocritical. It kind of I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it kind of don't go with what I was saying earlier. How I feel like people could be making up stories about him too. You know what I'm saying? And these women every other day. You know, it is what it is. My common sense tells me something ain't right about that. You know, about all the reports on Stefan Diggs. You know, it just is what it is. But yeah, Word on the Carpet, DJ Academics, he said that he heard that Cardi B is pregnant by him. So anyway, just he confirmed, you know, our suspicions. Okay, it is what it is, but like, yeah, he don't necessarily know for sure either. He just said he heard. So anyway, that's that. And then after that, Casanat got his thing going on. I don't necessarily remember what I want to say about Casanat, but what I will say is I think Aiden Ross said he's suing Kai. I gotta look into that. Y'all stay tuned, okay? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna definitely talk about that. But I gotta look into it some more, okay? So shout out to that. I will say this though. I be looking at Aiden Ross and I be thinking Aiden Ross is cool. I think he cool people, but I don't know. I just I don't know. Um and then after that, let me go ahead and talk about Nicki Minaj dropping that dun dun dun. I'll say, ooh, don't drop that dun dun dun. Hey, don't drop that dun dun dun. Baby Nicki. I say Nicki. That's my girl. It is what it is. That's my girl. But let me tell you something. Nicki Minaj is shaking the motherfucking table. It just is what it is. She is shaking the motherfucking table, child. Oh my goodness. Why Nicki? Okay, hold on. First of all, I told y'all. I told y'all that a blogger told Nicki Minaj that basically, like, if you're gonna be in LA, you need to know the way LA works. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's what she told Nicki Minaj. I told y'all blogger told Nicki that. Child, Nicki address the blogger. Yes, child. Like, look, get your envelopes. It's time to address the haters, baby. When I tell y'all Nicki Minaj addressed Fee, gossip of the city Fee. Gossip of the city Fee. She sure did. Yes, she did. Like the mama said on Friday. I said, OMG. I said, what is going on? Come on, somebody. It is what it is. Oh, let me just say this though. Phoebe have me laughing. I be laughing. I do. She be having me fucking laughing. I be laughing at her. For real. Just deal with it. She be having me laughing. When she got to talking about LA, I holler each and every time. It is what it is. Now I will say this though. She be telling me a lot of stuff about LA. Shout out to her, shout out to that. Cause I'm in Texas. Period. I'm in the South. Which I love. But like, nah, I don't go to LA. I don't know shit about LA, right? So like I be like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I be leaning on LA sources, if that makes sense. And I found her a damn good source for a lot of things going on in LA, if that makes sense. For real. She be having a hookup. Like Master P said, right? Hold on. Damn, what happened to my pen? So anyway, yeah, because I need to scratch this off real quick. So, like the girl, like, yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like she shout out to her and shout out to her blog. I just feel like she a good person to there go my pen. Get information from. It is what it is. Like her information is trustworthy. She be coming through. It is what it is. And it was this other girl too that I felt like that about Atlanta, but she too goddamn sensitive. It is what it is. She too sensitive. That whole blocked me off the rip. I don't give a fuck. Child, y'all know one thing about me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You see? But yeah, as far as fee goes, though, she a damn good source for like LA stuff. LA stuff. It is what it is. So she tells us off the rip that, like, yeah, she said what she said about Nicki Minaj, right? That Nicki, when it comes to Nicki and this whole TDE thing, like, she gotta know what she doing. You know what I'm saying? And what she dealing with. As far as LA goes, that's what the blogger said, right? Nicki said she's suing her. I said, oh my God. Now, first of all, the blogger responded LMAO. So she said she laughing, child. I guess she ain't worried about Nicki. But Nicki said she gonna sue her. But this is where things get interesting. Nicki Minaj said something about like getting her added to the RICO. I'm like, what? I said, wait a minute, Miss Preston Curl, come back. Yeah, nah, you don't get to drop that dun on us like that. I said, take the what a little what, Nikki? Mm, mm. She did. I said, hold on now. I said, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Like Young Dog said. I said, okay, Nikki, is you spilling tea? For real? Like, is that what's going on behind the scenes? I told y'all. Behind the scenes, be seen it. You see, and we don't be knowing. We don't be knowing until they ready for us to know. It just is what it is. Well, I guess they ready now. Because Nicki Minaj, that is, she asked Fee, the blogger from Gossip of the City, if she wanted to be added. Something about her being added to the RICO. Okay. I said, uh, added to a RICO, and I'm like, what? Take the what and leave the what? So hold on, Nikki. Let me get this right. So in other words, you telling us it's a RICO? Uh-huh. It's about to come down the pipeline. Let me find out. Girl, spill. I said, wait a minute. Now that might be tea. You know what I'm saying? That might be some tea, Nikki. Because according to Nicki Minaj, what I took from that is Rock Nation. Rock Nation probably got a RICO coming. That's what it sounded like she said. It just is what it is. Cause Nicki Minaj is dealing with Rock Nation right now. Okay, she got online. She said it's snitching time. She did. She absolutely did. And off the rip, I'm like, okay. So the RICO gotta be about them. I'm like, okay, Nicki didn't spill some industry tea. I'm like, okay. So is that what Jay-Z dealing with? You know what I'm saying? Um, Evidently, Jay-Z or well, I would assume him too. He involved, I would assume. You know what I'm saying? Rock Nation, let's put it like that, might have a RICO coming down the pipeline. I said, ooh, you know, Nicki Minaj dropped that dun dun dun. I ain't heard nobody report on it. But who knows? I get out for here, and then it'll be somebody. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying. As soon as my like I end my stuff, and then I see like what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. But I have not saw it yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody report on the fact that Nicki Minaj was asking Fee, okay, the blogger, if she wanted to be added to that RICO or something like that. I said, ugh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. They better be careful. They better be careful. But yeah, I listen, Pooper Stars allegedly and seemingly, okay, Nicki Minaj confirmed that a RICO is attached to uh Rock Nation now. I said, ooh, eek. It's either that. I think that's what it is. It is what it is. I would say it's either that or she trying to say, uh, because y'all know Drake got the people in court too, though, the UMG people. So I'm like, could it be them? But no, I believe she was talking about Rock Nation. It is what it is. So yeah, she told Fee like, yeah, you can go to jail with them too. Keep playing with me. So that was interesting. That was interesting. That was interesting. That's very interesting. Again, like I said, I don't know. I wonder who the Rico is for. Where is the Rico, Nikki? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead and tell us the real, Can't stand half of the story. I don't like half of the story. If you're gonna tell it, tell it. So anyway, yeah, there's a Rico coming. Allegedly. Okay? According to Nicki Minaj. And I'm just wondering like who it's for. Is it for Jay-Z? Is it for Rock Nation? Is it for Top Dog Entertainment? Like who is it for? And if I had to guess, right? I think she's talking about off the rip, Rock Nation, okay? So, um, yeah, that's that. But it's gonna be interesting to see. We're just gonna have to see though, because it's possible that it's not Rock Nation. It's possible that it's TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. Like I don't know. I just gotta um I just gotta research it a little more, because she could be talking about TDE too, though. She could be like either maybe it's a Rico coming for TDE or a Rock Nation. One of the two. I'm telling you off the rip. That's who she was talking about, okay? Because the boy from TDE said something to her, right? Then right after that, she jumped online and told the lady, the representative lady, that she ready to talk. She ready to tell everything that she know on these particular people. And so then the lady started saying that Nicki Minaj has the right to speak up and not be afraid of the labels and the owners and da 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 da. So yeah, it's giving Rock Nation. It is what it is. It's giving Rock Nation or Top Dog Entertainment. Okay, it is what it is. But somewhere, Nicki Minaj spilled. Okay, that they could be working on a recall behind the scenes, and I told y'all it's just something about them behind the scenes. Okay, they gonna get us every time. They gonna get us right every time because they be knowing stuff before we do. But anyway, after that, let me move on and let me talk my last topic, which is gonna be Justin Bieber. So, speaking of gossip of the city, right? She been hot lately. Shout out to her. Shout out to her blog. She been on the money. Um, she posted. That's why I told you. Let me say something. I love a good insider. So shout out to that. I love a good insider and some inside tea. And like, yeah, she be letting us know what's going on with LA. Like I said, I had this one girl that would talk about Atlanta all the time. I felt like I had an Atlanta source. Dang, I hate to have lost her. But she alright. She ain't all that. She ain't. I can't explain it, but she to me what she thinks she is. This other lady is okay. So anyway, shout out to Fee. Uh, who be giving us the tea out there in LA. And so y'all know yesterday Justin Bieber was trending, right? Because he posted a clip of DMX saying like he don't want to be sober. He don't want to be sober. He don't want to live his life sober. Why? Like why? Why? Just why? Why would he want to do that anyway, right? Excuse me. And so that went viral, and then Sophie spoke on it, and she was just like, listen, she basically said Justin Bieber don't care like that. You know, he don't care. She said um he be out about to get his stuff. She said he don't care. You can find him walking. You can catch Justin Bieber on foot, according to Fee. She said he does not try to hide what he does. Okay, so yeah, just little inside scoop for any and everybody that might not have saw that done dropped on Justin Bieber yesterday. Because like I said, he was trending yesterday. Basically about, he had made a post about him just really not wanting to be sober and not wanting it sober like that. And yeah, Fee ended up following up with a post that said that like he that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? He out in the open with it. He not necessarily hiding from nobody. You know what I'm saying? According to Fee, the blogger from Gossip of the City, I said, well, that's sad, but at the same time, I believe it. Why why wouldn't I? Like I said, she is a very reliable source, and especially when it comes to stuff in LA. It just is what it is. So yeah, word on the curb is Justin Bieber is heavily right into doing his thing, and he openly uh you know um the old school way of saying it is scores, be spending, buying his products. It is what it is, allegedly, right? So yeah, I'm like, prayers for him. Honestly, I feel like life is extremely hard, right? Extremely hard. And I always feel really, really bad for people with addictions. I do, right? Because I hate seeing them lose control over their life, over their situations, over their circumstances, right? It's just sad, so many bad things happen, right? So much stuff comes with that. Um it's really sad to see. It does. It is. It's very sad to see. But the flip side of that is life gets extremely, extremely hard. It does, So I think a lot of us we look at people with addictions uh with empathy. We can empathize with the situation because it is what it is. Shoot, like life is hard, right? Extremely hard, and like some of us will deal with it sober and some of us will not. That's just, I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. That's how I look at it. um and I think that it's always extremely, 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 extremely sad when people can't, like, when they get addicted to something. It is what it is. It's ugh. You know what I'm saying? One of them things that pulls at my heartstrings, you know. But like I said, prayers for him, in his situation. I wish him nothing but the best. I wish him nothing but healing and success. When I say him, I'm talking about Justin Bieber. But like, yeah, he and I didn't see it because I don't even think I follow Justin Bieber. I gotta see if I do, but I don't think I follow Justin Bieber. But anyway, he allegedly made a post yesterday, right, about just not really wanting to be sober, not wanting to be sober. And like I said, I felt them. I did. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way. Um, yeah, you know, it's just, I feel like everybody deals with those feelings differently. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like Justin, like, why would I want to, be sober? You know what I'm saying? When I can use things to cope and get along, and then I feel like some people feel like, you know, um, I don't know. Like I'll have a drink or two, every now and then, and just, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Other words, thug it out. You know what I'm saying? But not like a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like if you have a drink on the weekend every now and then okay, you wasn't sober. It is what it is. A lot of people do things, if that makes sense. Uh, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people do things to cope. You know what I'm saying? And deal with life. It is what it is. Some people just do different things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different. Some people drink, some people smoke, some people smoke different stuff, some people um like it's so many things, right? You could do to cope and just deal with life, right? And face it and, you know, wake up, live, wake up and be. So I don't think nobody is really coming down on Justin that hard. I mean, but maybe his wife, his mother, family tend to, you know, um, tell you to suck it up, you know, suck it up. Because it is what it is. Family really be wanting to see you at your best, your best. They want to see you at your best every single day. And the truth of the matter is, if you are like alternating your reality, you know what I'm saying? Then that might not necessarily be your best. You know what I'm saying? Considered your best to offer. You know what I'm saying? Your best offer. Best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? For family. So it is what it is. But yes, y'all, word on the curb is Justin Bieber, right? Um, is still out here doing his thing, allegedly. And like not trying to get sober for real. Like no time soon. Okay. He said it yesterday, allegedly. Like I said, because I don't follow him, but I did see the clip that he allegedly posted. And it was just a clip of DMX like asking Iyanla from Fix My Life, like, you know what I'm saying? Like basically asking her like why. She asking him why are you ever sober? He's like, why? Why would I wanna be? You know what I'm saying? Why would I wanna be? Why would I ever want to be completely sober? Okay. And so like, yeah. And then people were confirming that Justin Bieber does his thing. Okay, out there in LA. With no shame either, they say. Uh, they say, he gonna do his thing. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do him. Is what they alleged. So I mean, it is what it is. Prayers up for Justin. I honestly, you know, with stuff like that, you can only hope that like it becomes a time where you don't feel like you need to do it. Do it as often, do it as much, do it at all. You know, I'll take it a step further. The average person with an addiction uh has somebody, right, just waiting on them to get tired. That's another thing too. Some people just finally get tired. Some of them don't, but some of them do, you know. And so yeah, that's another thing. Maybe, you know, they just waiting on them to get tired. You know, it is what it is. They just waiting on them to show that he ain't Kevin Gates, child. So anyway, Pooper Stars, it's your girl Shay Renee. I had a funky good time with y'all. I absolutely did, but I always do. You know, I always do, child. So anyway, I guess I will see y'all. In the morning, okay? If nothing else is going on for the rest of the day, then I won't be back. This is it for me. But I will definitely be back in the morning. Don't forget though. If any emergency news comes down the pipeline, then y'all know I'm coming back, okay? For an emergency live. But anyway, with that being said, I'm gone. I came through. I'm done. I'm busy. I'm out. You see? And I'll see y'all on my next video. Bye, y'all.